How to turn $100 into a real business. A step-by-step guide for beginners. Imagine you have only $100 in your pocket. You have no large investment. You have no expensive office. You have no employees. And you don't have a wealthy business partner waiting to fund your idea. Can you still start a business? Yes. But there is something you need to understand. First, $100 is not going to magically turn into $10,000 overnight. There is no guaranteed shortcut. What $100 can give you is something much more valuable. A starting point. The goal is not to spend the entire $100 trying to look like a business owner. The goal is to use that money to create something that can generate more money, then you reinvest that money, then you grow again. That is how small businesses become bigger businesses. In this video, we're going to go through a practical, step-by-step strategy for turning a small amount of starting capital into a real business, and the principles we're going to discuss can also work if you have less than $100. Let's begin. Step 1. Don't start with the money. Start with the problem. The first mistake beginners make is asking, what can I buy and resell? A better question is, what problem can I solve? This is one of the most important principles in business. Customers don't really care about your business. They care about their problems. They care about saving time. They care about saving money. They care about convenience. They care about looking better. They care about feeling better. They care about entertainment. They care about getting results. So, before spending your money, identify a problem. For example, maybe small businesses in your area need better social media videos. Maybe local musicians need affordable music video editing. Maybe creators need thumbnail designs. Maybe people want affordable phone accessories. Maybe customers are looking for fashionable clothing. Maybe creators need video, presets, LUTs, templates, or other digital products. Each of these problems can potentially become a business opportunity. Your job is to find one that you can realistically solve. Step 2. Choose a business you can actually start. Once you've identified a problem, choose your business model. If you have very little money, services and digital products can be particularly attractive because they don't require large amounts of inventory. For example, you could offer video editing, you could design thumbnails, you could create logos, you could manage social media accounts, you could create websites, you could sell digital templates, you could sell presets or LUTs. You could also buy a small amount of physical inventory and resell it. The important thing is to match your business model to your resources. Don't start a business that requires $10,000 when you only have $100. Start with what you can afford, then use the profits to move into bigger opportunities. Step 3. Don't spend the entire $100. This is extremely important. If you have $100, don't immediately spend all $100. Keep some money available. Unexpected expenses can happen. A supplier can change prices. A customer can request a refund. An advertisement can perform badly. You might need transportation. You might need internet, data. You might need software. Cash flow matters. A simple approach could be to divide your starting money into different categories. For example, you might use part of it for creating your product or service, part for marketing, and keep the rest as a reserve. The exact percentages will depend on the business, but the principle is universal. Don't put all your money into one experiment. Protect your ability to continue. Step 4. Create your first offer now. You need something to sell. Your offer should be extremely clear. Don't say, I do digital services. That's too vague. Instead, say, I create professional YouTube thumbnails for creators. Or, I edit short-form videos for businesses. Or, I create cinematic eloute packs for music video creators. The customer should immediately understand what you're offering. Your offer should answer 3 questions. What are you selling? Who is it for? And what result does it provide? For example, I create short-form videos for small businesses that want more engaging social media content. That's much clearer. A good offer makes it easier for the right customer to say yes. Step 5. Create a sample. Before looking for customers, if you don't have customers yet, you might be thinking, how can I prove I'm good? Create samples. If you're a video editor, create sample edits. If you're a thumbnail designer, create sample thumbnails. If you're selling clothing, create product mockups. If you're selling digital products, create previews. If you're building websites, create a demonstration website. You don't need 10 years of experience to create your first portfolio. You need proof that you can produce something useful. Your first samples don't have to be perfect. They need to be good enough to demonstrate your ability, then improve them over time. Step 6. Find your first customers for free. Now comes one of the most important parts. Finding customers. You can have the best product in the world, but if nobody sees it, you won't make money. Fortunately, you don't always need a large advertising budget. You can use social media. You can contact businesses directly. You can post helpful content. You can participate in communities. You can use marketplaces. You can ask people you already know for referrals. For example, if you're offering video editing, search for creators who are posting regularly but whose videos could be improved. Contact them professionally. Don't spam hundreds of people with the exact same message. Show that you've actually looked at their content, explain how you can help, and most importantly, focus on the result. Don't simply say, I'm a video editor. Say, I noticed you're posting short videos consistently. I can help you turn your existing footage into more engaging short-form content. You're selling a solution, not a job title. Step 7. Get your first sale. Before trying to scale, your first sale is more valuable than 1,000 views. Why? Because a sale proves that someone is willing to exchange real money for what you've created. Your first customer teaches you things that tutorials cannot. You'll learn what questions customers ask. You'll learn what they value. You'll learn what objections they have. You'll learn whether your pricing makes sense. And you'll learn what needs improvement. Don't obsess over making thousands of dollars immediately. Focus on getting that first customer, then get another, then another. The goal is to create a repeatable process. Step 8. Reinvest your first profits. Let's say your first business generates $50 in profit. Don't immediately spend all $50. Ask, how can I turn this $50 into more than $50? Maybe you need better equipment. Maybe you need better product packaging. Maybe you need a better website. Maybe you need advertising. Maybe you need more inventory. Maybe you need software that saves you time. Reinvestment is one of the most powerful principles in business. Instead of consuming every dollar you earn, use some of your profits to increase your ability to earn. Your business becomes a machine that you continuously improve. Step 9. Increase your prices as your value. Increases beginners often make another mistake. They keep their prices extremely low forever. Starting with affordable prices can help you gain experience and customers. But eventually, your prices need to reflect your value. Imagine you start editing videos for $20. You improve your skills, your videos become better, your clients get better results, your portfolio becomes stronger, you become faster. At that point, continuing to charge $20 may not make sense. You can increase your prices gradually. The goal isn't to be the cheapest. The goal is to become valuable. People will often pay more for quality, reliability, speed, and excellent service. Step 10. Turn one product into multiple products here. As another way to increase your income, don't always look for a completely new business. Look at what you're already selling. Can you create additional products around it? For example, if you sell one LUT pack, you could create a larger bundle. If you sell one t-shirt, you could create a complete clothing collection. If you offer video editing, you could add thumbnail design. If you sell phone cases, you could add chargers, screen protectors, and other accessories. This is called increasing your average order value. One customer can purchase multiple products instead of just one. That can make your business more profitable without requiring you to find an entirely new audience. Step 11. Build a brand eventually. You want people to recognize your business. This is where branding becomes important. Your business name matters. Your logo matters. Your colors matter. Your packaging matters. Your website matters. Your communication matters. But branding isn't just about appearance. Branding is the reputation customers have in their minds when they hear your name. If your business becomes known for quality, customers will trust you. If it becomes known for poor service, customers will avoid you. So protect your reputation. Deliver what you promise. Respond professionally. Fix mistakes when they happen. Treat customers fairly. A strong reputation can become one of your most valuable business assets. Step 12. Track every dollar. You cannot manage what you don't measure. If your business is making money, you should know exactly how much. Track your sales. Track your expenses. Track your advertising costs. Track your product costs. Track your profit. For example, imagine you generate $1,000 in revenue. That sounds impressive. But if you spent $600 on inventory, $200 on advertising, and $100 on other expenses, your actual profit is only $100. Revenue sounds exciting. Profit keeps the business alive. Always know the difference. Step 13. Don't confuse business growth with personal wealth. This is a mistake that destroys many businesses. A person makes their first few $1,000s and immediately upgrades their lifestyle. New phone, new clothes, new car, expensive restaurants, luxury items. The business then runs out of money. Remember, business revenue is not personal wealth. A growing business needs capital. If the business is profitable, you can pay yourself, but don't remove so much money that the business can't continue operating. Build the business first, then let the business fund your lifestyle. Step 14. Scale. What works? Eventually, you will discover what works. Maybe one product sells much better than the others. Maybe one type of content consistently brings customers. Maybe one service has higher profit margins. Maybe one marketing channel produces better customers. When you find something that works, focus on it. Don't abandon it just because another trend appears. Scale. The winner. Create more versions. Reach more customers. Improve the product. Increase your marketing. Build systems around it. Then, once the business becomes stable, you can expand. The real secret. Now let's talk about the real secret behind turning a small amount of money into a bigger business. It's not the $100. It's the cycle. You invest money, you create value, you make a sale, you generate profit, you reinvest the profit, you improve the business, you make more sales, you reinvest again. That cycle continues. $100 becomes the starting capital. Then the business begins generating its own capital. That's when things become interesting. You are no longer relying only on your original money. The business is helping fund its own growth. Final message: if you only remember one thing from this video, remember this. Don't focus on making your first $1 million. Focus on making your first $1, then make your first 10, then your first 100, then your first 1,000. Every level teaches you something new. Start with a problem. Create a simple solution. Find someone who needs it. Make your first sale. Take care of that customer. Reinvest your profits. Improve your offer. Build your brand. Track your numbers and repeat the process. You don't need to know exactly where your business will be 5 years from now. You only need to know what your next step is. Maybe your next step is creating your first product. Maybe it's contacting your first customer. Maybe it's opening your online store. Maybe it's creating your first portfolio. Maybe it's simply learning a skill that people are willing to pay for whatever that step is, take it. Because businesses are not built by people who spend years waiting for the perfect opportunity. They're built by people who start with what they have, learn from the market, improve their mistakes, and continue moving forward. Your starting point doesn't determine your destination. Your decisions, consistency, and ability to create value can change the direction of your financial future. Start small. Build intelligently. Protect your money. Reinvest your profits. And most importantly, build something that people genuinely need. That's how a small amount of money can become the foundation of a real business. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.